I know, I'm sorry, but I'm back. Hello, my kings, queens, and everybody in between. My name is Ashley, aka Stitch. Thank you. And this is my Flosstube channel where I say whatever computes in this and falls out this. It's been a while, hasn't it? I know I said I'd be back at the end of May. Technically a whole season has passed. Yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. But we're not going to get into that right now. What we're going to get into is me reading my notes right about now because it's 30 seconds in and I've already forgotten. But yeah, much has been occurring. But otherwise, I'm alive. So, you know. So I will try to ramble as little as possible today because I say we've got a lot to get through. We'll see how much rambling comes up and how much I've got to cut out. So, to any new viewers that have stumbled upon myself, welcome, come in, sit down, please use the coaster for your drinks, enjoy the chaos. To anyone returning, my Flosstube fan, my hashtag of me nerd herd, not everyone here is in the nerd herd, you can be if you want, we're all obsessed with cross stitch, that's why we're here. But yeah, to my Flosstube fam, thanks for sticking around. I know it's been a while, but I'm back and stuff's happened, so let's get on with the show, shall we? So without further ado, I'm just going to throw myself straight into the stitching because that's why people are here. Now, stitching has been a little bit different than what I planned from the last time we spoke because a situation presented itself in the form of one of my friends messaging me saying that they'd seen one of my cross stitches on Tinterwebs and would like me to do a couple of pieces for them. So I first and foremost went, me? No. Let me find someone more professional, you know, knows what they're doing, can cross stitch properly. Said okay, and then after speaking to a few people, kind of thought, you know what, I'll give it a go myself. I will give it a go myself. So I spoke to my friend and we agreed and something, and then I've got a couple of commissions that I'm doing for my friend now. That's what we call them because I'm now a businesswoman. So yeah, the businesswoman is currently in business. So as we know, I'm a little bit of a slow stitcher. So I have kind of just been focusing on those things specifically because we know how my guilt works. We know just insert all the usual spiel here, blah 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 blah. So anyway, let's move quickly on because it's now been 90 seconds since I mentioned it. So right, so the pieces in question. Let me find them in this beautiful book that I've got. You guys have seen before. So the first piece is the one that you guys saw that I did for my sister. Which is the Always Be Yourself piece. I was asked, my God, a ghetto. I was asked like to do this, and I was like, okay, I want to obviously have a bit of input. Was like, you know, is there any kind of themes and colours that you prefer and all that? And I was advised, oh no, they're like all colours of the rainbow. So that's what we got. So without further ado, adieu. Stitching. Always be yourself because the people that matter don't mind and the ones that mind don't matter. All done obviously as close as I could do to a rainbow colouring. I don't know if you can tell some of the printing there. It is obviously, it's a 14 count Ada still with threads that I felt were relative. I don't even know what word that's going to be, so we're just going to ignore it there for the threads that should be there. I've still got the back stitching to do, but I want to get kind of the big chunk of it out the way first. As we know, the speed at which I go isn't Gonzalez. So we did that one there. Then the second piece that I'm doing is one that I am doing already, but it's obviously, with it being a commission, someone's paying me to do this, I'm focusing on these specific, these specifically. So this piece is the when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars, that I'm doing for my niece. However, this one I'm obviously doing for my friend, which I've got a bit of the way through so far. So I really hope they're not watching. I mean, if they are, please stop, turn away, go away, go watch something else. There's everything else on the internet. So this is how far we've got with that. And I'm not gonna lie, actually, it doesn't look that good when you actually look at it on the fabric. Like, I mean, maybe it's just because I can see it closer, but yeah, that's the piece so far. Obviously, we'll be concentrating on this going forward. So obviously, as I said, they're 14 count. They have got lovely kind of like speckly, I say speckly, it's not like proper shiny or anything, it's just like printed. Obviously, like I say, it's 14 count. They are from a company called, now I can't pronounce this properly, I think I can, but if you pronounce it as it's spelled, it's Plie, which I don't think is a word. Well, it is for ballet dancers. I believe that's a move they do. However, this is spelt P-L-L-I-E-A-Y. Plie. However, it's said on that. So I bought it from there. It's 14 count Ada in the colourway Starry Sky. If anyone wants to find that online. So yeah, those are the two pieces that I've kind of been focused on mainly, obviously wanting to get them done. You know, I don't like keeping people waiting, so I've worked on those for that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been really enjoyable. It really has. I've done it. I mean, I'll come back to that issue later, because that's a thing, girls and guys and anyone else really that's watching. Is there any cats? No? Oh, a hedgehog. No, sorry. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So, because I've been focusing on them, I will go through and tell you the things that I have not worked on. I obviously haven't worked on my nieces, because I'm doing this. I haven't worked on Hank and his harem, on Starry Night, my Between Two Pines, or my Evolutions. My 150 Pokemon that I'm doing the border for first, I've put about 4 stitches into, because focused on my focusing pieces. There is, however, one thing that Ashley has been working on. He's going to sit himself up a little bit more now. Don't know why. Obviously, if anyone's a regular watcher, I say regular, then you'll know the piece that I missed out from my list is my Life in Countryside, which I'm doing for my nan, which, when it is finished, will look like this. And obviously, just to see the progression of everything, this is how it looked last time you saw it. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what it looks like now. I know. I know I said I was going to do all of the greenery and the leaves first and everything, and please come out there. So there we go, yeah. And I knew I was going to do the greenery, but it just got to a certain point where I was like, I need brick. I need something sturdy. As sturdy as can possibly be in thread. And obviously I've done some of the floor as well. There is a little bit more of the green that I've put in. I've come all over this side, put windows in, and I mean, just I love it. So I've been working on that. That's kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously I've been working on the commissions, but as we all know, you do need to break away every now and again. So I did, and I just found myself coming back to this over and over again. So that's kind of everything that I've worked on, really. My plans have just planned their way out of being plans. Put you there. Okay, so that's all my stitching at the moment. I'm just going to go check through my notes right now and see what we're talking about next. Give me a sec. So, staying on the theme of cross-stitching, why not? in May, I think it was. As I say, time's very wibbly wobbly right now. Yeah, in May we'll say. I got myself the Heaven and Earth Once Upon a Fairy Tale piece, which is just some of the most beautiful cross-stitch picture I've seen. I just love it and cannot wait to finish it. It's beautiful. So I bought it and thought, yeah, you know, it's fine. I'll get 14 count Ada. You think I can find somewhere that's going to do me a piece big enough for 14 count Ada for something that's 999 stitches by 714 stitches? No. So it happened, guys. I mean, I know Henry is his 16. I know he's a 16. But I had to follow the instructions. So it is with great honour that I introduce you to my 25 count Lugana in antique white. Now, y'all don't need to know. I mean, the size of it was 55 inches by 39 inches. And I made sure I had enough space around the side. So I got it and saw it and went, my, these holes are small. So obviously a lot of and I thought, right, I need to do this properly. I can't waste it. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to masking tape around the edges. So I masking taped down one edge and it wasn't too tight. So I kind of tried to pull it off. At which point, all along one edge, I get this lovely thing going on here. Which, I mean, at the moment, this is wrapped around, well, it's so big that I've got it around 2 curtain poles that I have literally taped parts of my Q-snap to. We know what Ashley's like for his homemade items, you know. I don't know, it's just disturbing. So I've done that. So as you can also see, I've done this. I'm trying to map out how big it's going to be, and I need some smaller needles. But that will, at some point when it's ready, will be for my Heaven and Earth. If anyone's got any ideas of how to deal with this fraying, I know I've mentioned this time and time before. I do need to get some of that, like that gluey stuff to stick on the side. But as someone who doesn't own like a, what's the word, a sewing machine, and because I think serging would be the best idea, can anyone give me any advice? Obviously, I don't want to keep cutting, and obviously then if I start using it and it gets more and more frayed, the time goes on, I get halfway through and then realise it's just going to destroy the entire fabric. I will cry. And then you guys will hear about it. So, yeah, if there's any advice anyone can give me, that'd be great. I mean, obviously I am focused, laser focused on my 2 pieces for my friend. But I did order the first 2 pieces, well, the first 2 threads that I would need to start, because I wanted to start in the middle at the bottom where the Once Upon a Time book was, and then realised that's really not going to be viable the way you're doing it. I mean, it could be done, but I think it's going to be a lot harder to do. Also, while I've got you guys and I'm thinking about it, obviously I'm doing this line around the outside to work out how big it is, because my Ashley OCD likes it to be dead centre, and barring going dead centre from the actual picture, which I'm not going to do because it always does say start in the top left on the instructions. There are instructions with this one. It's quite a few, to be fair. The instructions that told me I needed to get the 20 count. So I did. But yeah, if anyone knows a way to size up a piece on a piece of fabric quicker than, and like I say, I like it to be OCD enough so I know I've got enough around the outside, but I will literally go and I will thread every single line, and every 10th one I'll make a note, and I'll go through and then I'll work it out, and then I'll divide that by 2, and then I'll try and level it, just so I know that I've got it as close to the, you know, which I mean, it's with something like this, well, obviously it shows you on the pattern how big it is, how big the pattern is in inches. If I just kind of work that out and then kind of guesstimate within like a space, would I be okay? Would you guys think that'd be an okay? I mean, the logic sounds logical, but chaos, so I don't know. I'm rambling, but yeah, I am ready for my Heaven and Earth when it happens. Oh. Right, moving on. Up next, what's been going on in my life over the past few months? Stuff. So what's happened? I do have notes beneath me. I'm just trying to remember them without reading them. So, in May, 'twas my birthday. Got some lovely bits and bobs. Beautiful. Mainly stitching stuff because I asked for it, vouchers and such, which was lovely. Looking down now, we're just gonna look over here so you don't see that lovely thing on the back of my head that's getting bigger. Yeah, so it's my birthday. At the end of it, May, it was also my mum's birthday, big birthday. So obviously we celebrated that. She did have a party as well. I went out for a meal with the family. She did have a party as well, which me and my other half didn't go to because we went to Lord's because for his birthday, my other half, my God, my other half got tickets for his birthday to go to Lord's Cricket Ground. So that's where we went and saw some beautiful cricket for a lovely day. Was told it was going to be a really, really like overcast, rainy kind of day. So we took like, you know, jackets and such and such. There was not one cloud in the sky. We also did not take suntan lotion. So we came out of there looking like the best pieces of bacon in the world, which was amazing. Oh, speaking of bacon, it'll make sense in a minute. So speaking of bacon, after my mum's meal that we went out for, I had this thing click in my head, and not to get too deep because I'm feeling rather shallow right now. But I thought, do you know what? You're 38 now, Ash. How about you try being that person that you thought you were going to be at this age? Maybe that would make you a bit happier. So at this age, I kind of thought to myself that I might have been a vegetarian by now. Because my dad's a vegetarian. I mean, that's not just a reason to go vegetarian. There are lovely reasons to go vegetarian. Just really hate plants, to be fair. No, I'm joking. So yeah, I decided I'm going to go vegetarian, and I say it's going well. The first week I failed, but that's because I had a fish cake in the fridge and had to get rid of it, and I wasn't going to waste it. And I thought it's only been a few days. You know, willpower of our Augustus Gloop in a Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. And then, so that's kind of been going on for a while since then. I've been very good. There was a couple of moments of slippage, but I'll tell you about that in a moment. So we looked down, didn't we? Oh, guys. So then in June, I got some late birthday gifts, which from my mother-in-law, which she got at a charity shop, and didn't really pay what I believe should have been the real price for them, but I'm going to show them to you now, so give me a second while I grab them. So, in my search for the items, me and my other half had a quick discussion because he wants to go downstairs and watch the TV, so I've come back upstairs to my usual space, looking beautiful and gorgeous and everything, a little bit shiny now because I've been moving stuff about, and yeah, why not? Anyway, so the bits my mother-in-law got me. I mean, I know what they are, kind of, and I know what they do, kind of. So I'm just going to show you and then just start asking questions, really. So the first thing that was purchased for me was this thing. That, like, I think it's like that way it would, I don't know, but yeah, so I got that, which was lovely. Came attached with one of these on it, very nice and pretty. Okay, and I don't know, and then this as well, which obviously I know what these are for. I don't actually know how to use them properly. Okay, so my question in regards to these is, when you've got a piece that you're stitching on these, do you stitch the Ada to like this bit, like this felt bit here, or is that to like when you've put fabric round your Ada to then attach to this, then you don't damage your Ada? I don't know really. I mean, would anyone know if I could fit this to this? I don't know. I should just play about with it really and actually look at stuff, but it's hard and I'm really impatient. So I got those items, which was just beautiful and lovely and amazing from my mother-in-law for just post my birthday, which like I say, she got in a charity shop. She told me how much she got them for, and I mean, maybe one of the items should have been worth that much, but all of them for that much? Yeah, okay, then that's fine. So I now have these in my, I would say employ. Well, they're not actually doing any work yet, and I don't think that's the right word. It's clearly not. So we're just gonna move on, really. Oh yeah, and in addition to my whole going veggie and all that, now I told you guys last time, well, the time before last, I'm giving up smoking. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with smoking. I need to give it up. So not specifically, however, I'm substituting now, in which I mean I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I vape, which is a bit better for me, obviously. I've not had a cigarette in over a week. I mean, I don't think I'm vaping as much, but that's the only thing I have about a vape that's a bit weird for me. I like, with a cigarette, I knew when it was finishing. Now, they always say like 10 to 12 puffs on a vape is one cigarette. I don't really puff that much on them, to be fair. And the one I've got, I mean, it's not like cigarette flavoured. I was going to say the F word then. It's not cigarette flavoured, but it's banana. Reason I kind of got into them, I always said, if I'm going to give up smoking, I'm going to give up smoking. I'm not going to substitute. What's the point? Well, I was sat with my other half once, and he passed one over to me and went, just try it. Just try it. Oh, really? So I tried it. Now, we all know Ashley's got a weird brain. I mean, anyone listening can tell that. But I took a puff on this vape, and this flavour went into my mouth, and it's a flavour that I adore. It's a flavour that I adore because I'm not allowed to have it anymore. Okay, so the reason I'm not allowed to have it is because I'm not of the right age. And I don't know if this is something that's outside of the UK. However, this taste was cowpole. Like, not the red one, the original purple cowpole. That's not what it was marketed as. I think it was some kind of raspberry blueberry thing. But it tasted like cowpole, and I loved it. So I've been trying to find one since, and cannot find one. However, on the other side of that, the weird childhood drugs that Ashley enjoys, I went out and found a banana one and thought, yeah, okay, I'll try banana. Amoxicillin. Oh my God. It's just amazing. Seriously. And then I'm trying different flavours out and things. I mean, I'm sticking with my banana at the moment. I am using this as a way to get me off smoking because it does get to a certain point throughout the day. I mean, I still don't smoke until I finish work, so I'm not smoking until like, or puffing, until like gone 5 in the evening. So it's like, what's the point really? But I get to the point where, at a certain point in the evening, where I have so much of the banana, obviously it is sweet, it starts tasting a bit sickly to me. So I'm hoping that that's going to kind of increase in a good way, to kind of then push me off the vapes. And because if I'm honest, I don't really miss cigarettes, to be fair. I've got something that's going on and keeping my hands busy. I don't think I'm smoking as much either, which is cool. So, I mean, I'm guessing it's a win-win. I mean, I'm obviously still smoking, and that's not really a good thing. Well, vaping, but not a good thing. But it is what it is, you know. It's occurred. But yeah, so I'm getting myself back on track in that way. I mean, helping my lungs out a little bit. Then what else happened? July happened. July. What happened in July that was important? Oh yeah. I have a new niece. Oh my God, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, I love her. She's so amazing. So, new niece came along, which just brought more joy to our lives because, oh my God, they're just lovely, aren't they? Okay, I can just sit here and say that about her constantly over and over again, but we'll stop. And that did also kind of put a little bit of a meh into my future plans. Not a meh. Again, it'll get explained. So, what else is going on? What happened in July? That happened. Okay, so, end of July. Right. It was originally going to be when I was going to be doing my video. I'm not going to say unfortunately because this isn't really the unfortunately part. But, so me and my friend Sophie, who I may have mentioned previously. If you're watching, Sophie, hi. If not, then hi to everyone else. So we had tickets before the pandemic to go and see something called The Main Event, which is a load of drag queens from the franchises across the world get together, have an amazing show in Manchester, get very, very drunk. Well, not they get very drunk, well, they probably do behind backstage, you know, but we just got very, very drunk, me and my friend Soph. So these were original tickets that my other half had bought me a few years back, but obviously due to the Panny D, we don't know her, the Panny D. Due to her, we were unable to go. So we had to wait. And then so we went, and it was a weekend thing, in all honesty. We didn't just go for the night. We, you know, using it as time just to get away, chillax, and just have fun, you know. Rent a hotel room for the weekend. That was a fiasco. I'm not getting into that story. So if you want to, feel free, but I'm just not. So yeah, we had that. You know, went out, had a few meals, and I did a bit of shopping. Obviously went out to a few things. The first night we went out to this comedy gig, which was LGBTQIA comedians, which was amazingly funny. Oh, what were the people that there was a? Oh, give me a second. I want to find out names. 1 moment. Okay, so I found them. So the people we went to see, it was actually at this thing called LGBT in Manchester, and the comedians' names were Mark Bittlestone, Chris Hall, Dan Tiernan, Erica Ayla, and Umby Winters. I'll put them all somewhere. But I can honestly say I laughed at each of them at least once. There was at one point Dan Tiernan, I was hyperventilating. He's such a funny guy, he really, really is. And obviously he's supporting my own community. So if anyone's in the Manchester, Northern England area looking for some comedy, tabadars. So that happened. So we went to the main event thing, which the Queens there, I mean, for anyone that knows, we had the Frock Destroyers. We were supposed to have A, B, C, D, Adore, Bianca, Courtney and Darian. Unfortunately, Adore and Darian couldn't come. So it's just Bianca being mean to people, which, I mean, yeah. And then Courtney joined up with the AAA girls, Alaska and Willem. There was also Pick and Mix, Ella Day, Vanity Milan, Sharitza May and River Medway, giving it B-D-E-A. And danced along to all of that. There were some other queens there as well, some real pure talent. I mean, I know, like, one of the cliche things drag queens do is, oh look, I'm bringing out an album because I can sing. But there were some brilliant vocals coming out of these people. I mean, the woman who did the first song, I don't even know what it was, and I do need to find it. I can't remember. Oh, there was a lyric in it that was just so amazing, and it just kind of hit me right in the face. Granted, that may also have been the alcohol, but it was good. But yeah, it was an amazing, amazing night. Much fun had by all. Completely overpriced drinks, but hey ho, never mind. I'm going to throw a few pictures in here. I mean, I got a couple, so, you know, I thought I might show you what I was at, and then we'll get into a little bit of drama. Okay, so, pictures. So in addition to that, all we really did was cross-stitch, crochet and eat, really. Watched a couple of films and stuff. I'm not really into horrors, but I am a Scream fan, so I watched the Scream film while we were there, number 5, which, it was okay. Didn't expect some things, did expect other things. It was okay. Then we came back, which was great, fantastic, all okay, until the drama kicked in, because I'd managed 3.5 years and I caught COVID, which, I mean, anyone who's had it before, it's not fun. It's just not fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know people have had it a lot worse, I know people have had it a lot less, but it just got to the point where my body did not know what to do with itself. I was hot, I was cold, I was achy, and people don't need to know, we all know the symptoms. But so that kind of took me out of commission for a few weeks, because obviously I didn't want to sit there coughing all over my friends stitching all that. I mean, if it was something that I was just doing for me, fair enough, you know, which is kind of why I didn't mind so much going back to my piece of my nan and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will wash them and everything, you know, everything's going to get washed before it goes out, but yeah, it just got to a point where no. So then a few of my slip-ups came. Obviously at this point I'd been vegetarian for a long time, well, ish, and I'd lost my appetite for 3 days. I literally had not eaten anything barring water. You don't eat water, you drink it, but I had taken in nothing but H2O for 3 days, and the other half was, Ash, you need to eat something. But every time I thought of food, it's that thing of Joey's so hungry that when you think of food it makes you not want to eat. Yeah, I was in that mode. He's like, come on, first thing that comes into your head, what do you want? And this thing came into my head. I'm ever so sorry, because, you know, just touch the pole, sorry. I said, can you go and get me a southern fried chicken wrap, please? So, are you sure? I was like, yes, please. I felt so bad. I sat there sniffing it for the first 10 minutes, didn't want to put it in my mouth. And then I took the first bite, and my appetite came back. Literally, like I took one bite into it and it was gone within 60 seconds. Like yeah, okay. So at that point I just jumped on the bandwagon. I didn't continue eating meat at all. I will say I did have one more of those chicken wraps a couple of days later, because I wasn't feeling too hungry, and it was probably an excuse and all that. I mean, they're lovely, they're gorgeous, but I am now a dedicated vegetarian. And I shall be going forwards, hopefully no more trip ups, but that was all what happened there. So that was kind of my July until the end of July, at which point me and my other half went to this thing that we go to, well, normally go to once a year, but again, because of her who shall not be named, Lady Rona, shall not be named, we haven't been able to go for the past few years. So it's been the first year in a good few years. So we went. And it's basically kind of what we call a mini festival in my dad's mate's back garden. Everyone takes their tents and stuff. We go for a few days. Everyone throws in bits to cook and things. And then on the Saturday night, there's kind of a performance time, where anyone who wants to can get up and do bits. We get comedians, we get musicians, we get... There was one guy who I believe is studying trees in Southern America, who came up and gave us a few anecdotes about that. The druid inside me was very intrigued. It was cool. Had artists, yeah, someone playing a zither, I believe it's called, and a few other things. On top of which, me and my other half took part in this one, which we normally do. Normally, I karaoke it, you know, aka I have my other half playing while I sing along, because as we're all aware, I'm Mariah. But that didn't happen this year. I learnt how to play guitar, and I played along, and I sang some songs, which was cool, and I'm not at a point where I can show people the videos that I have of these yet, because I'm still embarrassed watching them myself. So I'm going to throw up a few pictures of her being a rock star. And then basically, sorry, noise. And then, yeah, that was kind of, well, that was last weekend. So, and now we're at this weekend. So this is me now. I don't think anything else. What? Oh, I thought I'd written down the word meth, and I was like, I definitely did not do meth, but that word's meat because I can't read. Okay, so moving swiftly on. So for my shout outs, I've decided to go for some people that have been out for a while, haven't been around for a while, but have started filtering back in again. So my first shout out goes to Brian, aka Blitzstitch. I've been watching Brian for a while now, and so many beautiful pieces, and he's just so methodical, and so he's the antithesis of me. He literally is. There doesn't appear to be chaos at all. No, he's got some beautiful pieces. Currently appears to be working on quite a lot of samplers. Just finished his English garden sampler, which was to die for. It really was. And he's also one of these people that like stitches in diagonals and stuff, which I need to see a video about at some point because I've still not clicked on to how to do that and may do. Yeah, he's again a nice guy, very family oriented. You can tell he cares a lot about them and his stitching as well, obviously. Not saying that stitching is more important, it probably is, it's not. Yeah, so there's Brian, there's Blitzstitch, go give him a follow, or give him a watch. And the other guy is someone who's just come back recently who is okay, so Scott stitches in Spain. If any of you know who he is, you understand. If not, Scott is this ball of energy when he comes on the screen. He really, really is. He's always seems so excitable, and just really, really just happy to be showing what he's doing, really. He's got some lovely pieces at that. My favourite, what is it called? Because it had a really cool word in it. It's okay, so I remember I said about his papillon. It was his papillon thing. I think it's some real, I think. Basically, it was this beautiful kind of pattern that's got these different octagon things on it. It's creating it's got different animals and bits. It was lovely to see. But yeah, I say he's again someone who's clearly very passionate about the craft. And someone that I would tell people, I'll say, or Brian either, go give them a watch. Like I say, they're people that are very passionate about what they do when it comes to the cross stitching, and I say both of them have just got brilliant energy when on screen. They make you feel you're in good hands. Yeah, good. Okay, so they are my two shout outs, and moving on next. Okay, so I just realised I said that I was going to do my giveaway on screen so you guys can see it. I'm currently using my screen. Give me a second, let me go ask my other half if I can use his tablet. I'll be right back. So I've managed to get hold of the pad from my other half and I've got it all written in and stuff. So I'm going to push and see who we get. Apparently I'm the winner. I don't think that's right. It's because I put a word in there using the word adventure, didn't I? That's why. I could always give it to myself. No, that's not going to happen. Let's pick a new winner. What? I've got to put it back here. Okay. Go. Okay. We have Cross Stitch and Chill. You may know Cross Stitch and Chill from previous videos that I've mentioned and her own channel, to be fair. So Jamie, well done. Okay, so I will comment on your comment. You've obviously got me on Instagram if you want a message, or go back and I'll get, where'd you go? This lovely dragon to your beautiful self. Oh, well done. Okay, so not bad out of 8 people, is it really? Well, 7 really, because I was 1, wasn't I? So yeah, just obviously this was being done for my 500 subscriber milestone that I've still not managed to reach. Don't get me wrong, last time I was up I was on 496. I've had more than 4 people jump on, but at the same time, people have been leaving too. So I've not actually hit 499, 500 now. So either way, we've had a giveaway. Yay! So I'm finished with this. I'm going to go and give it back to my other half before he freaks out that I've broken it. Right, see you soon, bye! Now I'm going to go on and splurge about something that we all know I love. Drag queens. Yes. So, All-Star 7 happened. Now, I know I don't normally do spoilers, but it's been out long enough now. So, congratulations to Jinx Monsoon, our Queen of Queens. She's so deserving. I mean, I wanted her to win as soon as she walked through the door anyway. I mean, after that it was going to be Raja, but, you know, she already had hers. But no, Jinx thoroughly deserved to win. Everyone had brilliant moments, but she slayed completely. I mean, is that my camera? And everything she did was just amazing. And yeah, I can't even pick out bits now because whatever, but Jinx won. It was amazing. Can't wait for the next winner's season. Oh, who could it be? On top of that, I did watch obviously a lot of TV over the past few months. I say a lot of TV, just a lot of stuff on the telly, mainly YouTube reaction videos and stuff. Watched Umbrella Academy season 3. That was good. Enjoyed that. That was cool. But one of the biggest things that has ever smacked me in the face that I have seen on TV this year, The Sandman. Just The Sandman. If anyone has watched it, please message me. I need to talk to people about it. Me and my other half have watched it. I've been watching reaction videos to people watching it. It's some of the best TV I have seen in my life. Just the way it approaches situations, the actors, the writing. I mean, it's Neil Gaiman, so it's going to be amazing anyway. But I mean, I cannot big this program up enough to anyone. It's on Netflix at the moment, so go give it a watch. I don't want to spoil anything. I want everyone to make their own opinions. It is obviously along the supernaturally lines to an extent. For some people that don't like certain intense violence in certain places, and there are some very triggering moments in it as well, just be aware. But I mean, if anyone starts watching it, I challenge you I challenge you to stop watching it, really, if you start. But yeah, so The Sandman on Netflix, just give it a go, please. And now we've kind of come to the end of everything. Let me just quickly check back through my notes to make sure I haven't missed anything. Don't think I have. Doobie-doobie-doo, doobie-doobie-doo, scooby-dooby-doos. So yeah, my plans going forwards. Obviously I'm going to be concentrating mainly on the 2 pieces for my friend. As soon as they're out, I would like to do something for my niece before Christmas, and get that sorted. After that, next year, I have a few, I mean, probably thinking that what I'm doing is going to get me up to next year now. If I do anything earlier, then obviously I'll let you guys know, because I do plan to be back at the end of next month, or, well, when are we now? We're at the beginning of September, so end of September, beginning of October, and I do plan to, I may even, just kind of assuage my guilt, may do a couple of shorts in between to be like, look, I'm still stitching, but yeah, I'll be focusing on those. So the commissions, and something for my niece, and then after that I'm going to be focusing on something for a friend of mine, and then probably going into next year I may start part of my Heaven and Earth. I will probably continue doing some of the stuff that I've got once the commission's let up, and yeah, I think that is it, really. It's been a bit blurry, thrown together a bit, but I just wanted to get something out for you guys, because I am aware of how long it's been, and yeah, it's been a lot. So, as I've said, that's what's going to be happening. Jamie, get in contact with me, and I will obviously send you your beautiful thing. Other than that, I hope you guys all stay well and safe, and I will see you gorgeous people in a month. Maybe sooner, but in a month at the latest, I promise. Even if it's me sat here going, I've done nothing, I'm here. I've turned up on a video. But yeah, guys, stay safe. Love you all. Catch you soon. Mwah. Bye.